going on, you guys? It is Reverse and welcome back to another episode of Knights and Dragons. And today we're going to be talking about latest events, stuff that is happening in the game, and just in general things we should be talking about, considering the fact that you guys are still subscribed to the channel for Knights and Dragons content, and I believe it is my responsibility to actually bring you guys the episodes that you guys deserve in this case, talking about two events that are ongoing right now and new Fusible epics as well. In the duration of the episode, I might drop a screenshot here and there to show off the things that are relevant for the topic we're talking about at that time. So you make sure you guys look forward to that. But we're just going to be talking a little bit here and there to talk about the latest events and all of that good stuff, just as we always used to be doing that. So it's going to be great fun. So first things first, we're going to be talking about the events, and then after that I'll bring up the new Fusible epics, which are pretty cool, by the way. So the first thing we want to be talking about is the Karanid Swarm raid. That is the new raid that is ongoing right now. I think tomorrow is going to be the last day of that raid, so things are starting to heat up quite a bit. I'll actually go over the rankings for a change as well. Then after that we have the most important Halloween boss collection event. I actually want to dedicate some time to talk about this as well, because I do have a few things to say about this when it comes down to the epic boss, and most importantly the rewards as well, as they are really crazy. And then yeah, let's just get into this. So first things first, Karanid Swarm raid. Karanid Swarm raid, as we already know, I don't know if you guys recalled, but about 3 weeks ago I popped up an episode in my channel telling you guys about the updates and everything. So essentially this is the part 3 episode in which we're going to be discussing the special attack button, because the special attack button got added to the game, and essentially I thought it was going to be a feature in which, like the epic boss or the arena, you could do a power attack and then essentially you would be having to spend all of your energy in order to do an attack. But luckily for me, I was mistaken on this one, so it actually is quite exciting to see that this feature got added to the game. Now, I know that some people were able to glitch this. I do not know the specifics or anything like that. It doesn't really concern me either, but I'm just going to be talking about my opinion about this. So let's go ahead and actually go to Karanid. I don't really know how to pronounce this. Is it Karanid or Karanid or Caramel or Caramba? I don't really know. I don't really care. Okay, by the way, just to give you guys an update, today there won't be a Road to the First Legendary episode because, well, this is just the episode for today, and I'm a little bit tired. I just want to go to bed early, and the game is not loading. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We are here. We are ranked 2000 something. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna go to the scouting options, and hold up. Gotta go to the battle. You see there's no scouts there available. Luckily, I'm a high commander in the guild, so I'm just gonna go ahead and scout a level 1 boss to show things off to you guys, and you're gonna laugh like pretty loudly whenever I attack this boss. But for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna show you guys what I want to show anyway. So, attack. Gonna press attack here. So Karanid is summoned over here. I'm just gonna go with Karanid because that's just the most convenient one for me. Okay, here we go. Gonna fight him, and this is just my by the way, if you wonder, Geo, that's my real name, if you were curious about that. Mysterious out of the way. So this guy is using the earth elements, air elements, so I want to be using earth, so this might not be the best guy. What's the best lineup in this case? Yeah, the lineup I already had was great, so we're just going to keep on using that. Okay, there we go. Confirm party, and we're going to attack this guy and see what he has to offer. So he is like a scorpion kind of epic boss, epic raid boss. It looks really cool. I love the way he looks. It looks really impressive. It's just like, it's kind of strange to me that he's just an air type. That's the only concern that I'm having with this kind of lobster kind of epic boss thingy. Anyway, he's really cool looking, and look at the damage I'm doing. I'm doing like 34 damage. I already showed you guys before. This is the special attack. You just do 3 times the amount of damage you usually would, and you know, it doesn't cost a thing, which is a great thing. Now, you could actually do a special attack, and it would cost you, I believe, 2 gems, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go, 2 gems to do a 3 times amount of damage attack on this, which can be a nice thing if you're about to take it down. But yeah, I just feel that the kind of a way of taking it down is still considered to be a waste of your money. But yeah, I'm not really doing so hot on this epic raid boss event. I'm only doing like an amazing 269 damage on this, so I didn't really bother. And the guildmaster also said to me like, it's okay, you know, you can do nothing about that. So yeah, the video proof is here if he wants to get it. So let's actually see how well these guilds are doing right. Oh, Death Knights are in the lead. That's actually quite cool. Groundswell, so I have no idea what kind of guild it is. Crazy 88s, and some of these guilds, as always, being the top guilds, being absolutely crazy about it. Let's actually see how long this event is yet to be going for. Okay, 20 hours, then it's gonna be done, and the DK is already at 1.4 billion. That is actually quite crazy for an air mono. But yeah, and the Mad Hatter guy over here, he's in rank what, 93 million points. Are you kidding me? You got nothing else to do or something like that. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Let's actually take a look at the rewards here. I'm actually really curious to see, because I didn't take a look at it until now. Death Shroud Plus, Cryptid Wargear is really quite nice, and Scorpius Mantle, which is really cool. And top player, of course, are going... Oh, of course, I'm not being available in there. Witch's Robes seems unnecessary. Razor Wind, that was kind of like to be predicted. Again, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put Cyclone Chainmail in there, but yeah, that's just me. And Cryptid Wargear, which is pretty nice. It's a fusible epic, but still quite nice. So this is the whole event. The Karanites, whatever, Swarm Raid. This is pretty nice. I like the new idea of doing a special attack, not having to pay for it. That is just my whole conclusion on that. Let's move on to the next one. Now we have a special chest ongoing, also featuring an air element. So you got two types. The first one is offensive, which is from the raid, and the second one is defensive, just like the Cyclone Chainmail. This is obviously going to be a little bit better than the Cyclone Chainmail, but we already knew that. Okay, let's move on to the Halloween boss collection event. Now this is quite exciting. You see the way boss collection events work, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, being new to Knights and Dragons, because every single time when there's a boss collection event, I know for a fact that some people are new to the game, so I'll give you guys an explanation about how this works. Now, some people say that you can craft those armors and fuse the regular versions away and keep the plus versions. I am not sure about that. My best bet would be just keep them all. Just keep them all in your inventory, and that way you get your rewards. You see, the way it works is you're going to be defeating these epic bosses, all 4 of them. If you do so, you obviously are going to be getting the armor. At level 15, you're going to be getting the armor. If you level up that armor to level 35, you have the ability to craft the plus version. If you're up to level 43, what happens is you have enough materials to craft another one, which will be the plus version. If you do that within the period of time, which would be until the 4th of November, you have the ability to get the rewards that is designed for whatever you crafted. So in this case, if you crafted all 4 regular armors, you are going to be getting, let's actually go to the page, you would be getting 3 Halloween keys and a Halloween cape, which actually looks quite nice, and I'm looking forward to show it off to you guys. Now, if you got the plus versions of the armor, and by the way, you need to be getting all of the armors, you cannot miss out on a single one of them. You're going to be getting not only the reward 1, but also reward 2, which consists of 5 Halloween keys and the Soul Shard Necromantle. Now, I personally am not so stoked about the Soul Shard Necromantle. You might be shocked when I say something like this, but the fact of the matter is, the Soul Shard Necromantle is outdated. It just is simply outdated. It compares pretty much like a Forge Stone Aegis, Arcane Mantle. It is on that level of epicness. So anything that comes out after those armors is just plain better than the Soul Shard Necromantle. For example, the Dragonborn Aegis, which is fusible, or even a Cryptid Wargear or an Aquatic, is already better than the Soul Shard Raiment. So, Soul Shard Necromantle, I'm sorry. So, I'm not that excited. The only thing that I'm excited about for you guys is that armor looks amazing. But the thing is, everybody's gonna walk around with this armor. Now, I need to tell you guys that you need to take something into consideration, and I always say that Gree is usually not gonna give you extended time. That means that you have to make sure that you craft these armors in time. Especially the last boss, which is called the Boogeyman, as you guys can see over here. You need to make sure... okay, how do I put this? Let me rephrase this. Basically, what Gree gives you is a time frame of 28 days. Basically, 28 days. Because 28 days, 7 days times 4. Every single week there's a new epic boss, which stays there for 7 days. 7 times 4 is 28. So, in the last week, you're going to be encountering this. You're going to be on day 21. You got 7 days more to go. You got the epic boss. And the epic boss, you need to be defeating him in order to get the armor. Crafting the armor takes 3 days. Remember, that takes 3 days. But you gotta defeat the epic boss on level 43 within 4 days. Or maybe 4.5 days. Because you also need to take into consideration that crafting the plus version also takes time. And getting up to level 43 is not the most easy task ever. So that is why the Epic Boss Plus is so rewarding. Now your alternative can be to actually go to the Summoning Stone. And a nice little thing, if you guys didn't know, is whenever the Epic Boss is there for that week, it's going to be discounted. And as you guys can see already here, you got the Bride, you got the Crypt Walker, you got Alucard, and you got Boogeyman. So those are the epic bosses already there. They're already available, so if you could and had the gems, you can already craft all of the epic boss armors, which is quite cool, and already show them off. If I only had the money to do this, I would show you guys the armors off, but unfortunately, I'm not that rich, but otherwise I would definitely do that. But yeah, that is just the event in general. Now let's actually talk about the names. There's just one name that really that are really missing out on, and that is Frankenstein. Frankenstein. I'm not entirely sure the pronunciation, but Frankenstein is kind of missing for me. I wish he would have been there. I don't know if you guys remember the Cyclops. That would have been a great one, but it's already been released. But yeah, the first one is the Bride, which actually is a very original kind of epic boss. I would have personally named her Bloody Mary, because that just fits the theme of Halloween a little bit more, because people can relate to it more. Second one is Alucard, which is perfect. If you guys don't know, Castlevania fans playing Castlevania know that Alucard backwards spells Dracula, so that's perfect. That's a vampire. The third one is the Crypt Walker, pretty much like a zombie mummy kind of thing. And of course the Boogeyman, which is just really cool. So yeah, just in general, this event is really awesome. I like this event a lot. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to be happy with this. I personally am not going to be going for the plus version, because I just simply lack the time and the motivation to get all of the armors up to the plus version. I still need to focus on my own armors for the time being. So yeah, that's just going to be an issue here. I still have to level up my armor of the Komodo. I have no idea if I'm going to be capable of doing that, but I'll try at least. But I'll get the regular versions of the armor, show you guys off the Halloween cape, and get up to 3 keys that we're going to be opening up once the event is done. So that's going to be quite exciting for you guys as well. So you guys will be getting a mini chest video. Okay, now let's move on to important news as well, because you guys have been asking me as well, are you going to be making a video about this? And yes, I will, and I'll be covering it in this video. So let's go to the wiki, because well, as much as I have the history of the wiki is reliable for a few things here and there, and wiki actually said something in the sense of the flame. The Flame Guard, Blade Bill, and the Earth Warden Shroud right now being fusible. And this is the part where I hopefully got some screenshots for you guys, because I did see it confirmed, so you can take it from me that these two are fusible right now. The Flame Guard Blade Bill is a fire mono. It's a fire single element. If you combine any legendary with the fire element, you have a chance of getting this epic. It is different for the Earth Warden Shroud, because you're going to be needing an epic that is having the spirit combination, just spirit alone, or just spirit combined with something else, but not earth, and an earth type legendary that you can fuse together. The way fusions work, in case you guys don't know, for combined elements, is that one side needs one element and the other side needs another element. So for the Earth Warden Shroud, one side needs spirit and the other side needs earth. Combine that together, you got a chance of getting druidic, of course, but also Earth Warden Shroud and a bunch of other epics. I know I'm forgetting about a lot of them, but that is the way it is right now. So I just wanted to bring this out to you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this somewhat longer episode of Knights and Dragons. We covered a whole lot of things in terms of events that are ongoing, and if interesting events are ongoing, I'll try as much as I can to continue to bring you guys the news and my thoughts and my opinions about that. Even though I'm kind of transitioning to different types of content, I don't want to leave you guys hanging if stuff is happening in Knights and Dragons, okay? So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, make sure that if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. And this has been Reversal for Knights and Dragons. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sweet, huh? Oh my, oh wow, that is, oh. Okay, sorry. I thought that was Arcane Mantle. But the loot of that base is just absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen it that high. So, this guy, level 41, Simonso, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I don't really care. Look at this! 457.